Ladyfinger banana peel. Hidden secrets under the microscope. Opening. Have you ever held the skin of a small, sweet, bright yellow ladyfinger banana? But did you know? Behind that thin skin, often considered trash, lies a story that can only be seen through a microscope. From its incredibly thin thickness, its bright yellow color, to the mysterious black dots that only appear now, as seen under a microscope. Ready? Part 1. Why is her skin so thin? The answer lies in its genes. Ladyfinger bananas are a group of bananas with the AA or AB genetic code, dominated by the Musa acuminata subspecies. They have a smaller epidermis and underlying tissue, parenchyma. Apparently, this thin skin also aids in rapid ripening, allowing oxygen and ethylene gas to penetrate more easily. Part 2. Bright yellow that stakes out. Well, when ripe, the color is bright yellow. Why? It's all about pigment. When bananas are young, they are predominantly green because of chlorophyll. But when ripe, the hormone ethylene signals the chlorophyll to break down. Now it's the turn of the yellow pigment to appear. In ladyfinger bananas, the yellow pigment is very rich, especially carotenoids. There is even beta-carotene and lutein. That's why the color is bright and intense. Part 3. The secret of bright green ends. Remember the video earlier? Sometimes, even though the entire skin is yellow, the tip of the banana still retains a bright green color. Why is the tip stubborn? This is due to uneven hormone distribution. The distal end of the banana is less sensitive to ethylene, so the chlorophyll breakdown process there is slower. Furthermore, the tissue structure at the tip is denser. Part 4. Brown lines appearing. Now, we get to the part that often makes us hesitate. The brown lines on the skin. Sometimes they're thin, sometimes they're quite deep. This is actually the beginning of a browning process called enzymatic oxidation. Inside the banana peel, there are phenolic compounds stored neatly in vacuoles. Once the cells are damaged by pressure, bruising, or simply being overripe, the enzyme polyphenol oxidase, or PPO, is released and converts the phenols into melanin. This melanin is what produces the brown color. Ladyfinger bananas have thin skin, so even the slightest bruise or pressure immediately shows up as brown lines. This is also why these bananas are more prone to spotting than other bananas. Part 5. Black dots under the microscope. When banana peels were examined under a light microscope, numerous black dots emerged. Strangely, these dots were invisible to the naked eye. What were they? It turns out there were 3 main possibilities. First, they were lenticels, tiny pores the banana uses to breathe. Second, they were oxidized sap ducts, laticifers. Banana sap contains polyphenol, which turned black when exposed to air. Third, if the banana was old, they could be fungal spores or hyphae. Part 6. There's a blur. Is that water? When we zoom in further, it appears to have a blurry or hazy effect around the cells. Is that water? That's right. Fresh ladyfinger banana peels contain up to 80 to 90% water. Under a microscope, the water inside the cells causes light to refract differently between the cell wall, cytoplasm, and vacuole. As a result, the cell boundaries become blurry and less sharp. The fresher the peel, the wetter and more blurry it appears. It's like looking through a foggy mirror. Part 7. Golden yellow in the middle of brown. When examining the browned areas, it turns out that there are still golden yellow spots in between. It's not completely brown. Why? That's because the golden yellow pigment carotenoids are more stable than chlorophyll. When cells begin to break down and brown melanin forms, the carotenoids don't oxidize. They remain in the chromoplasts, pigment-storing organelles, leaving behind a golden hue. Part 8. When skin gets dry in the brown area. Now, if we examine the brown area more closely, we'll see that the skin is dry, no longer wet. This happens because the cell walls have begun to break down. The enzymes pectinase and cellulase, which are active during ripening, break down the cell walls, causing the cells to lose their ability to retain water. Water evaporates, the cuticle, wax layer, breaks down, and the cells shrivel. At this stage, microscopically, The tissue looks like dry, brittle newspaper. This is the stage where the banana is either very ripe or starting to rot. A natural, unavoidable process. Part 9. The mysterious pit black. Among the brown areas, there are sometimes deep black spots or stains, much darker than just brown. What is this? This is the peak of melanin accumulation. When oxidation is very intense, for example due to repeated pressure, infection, or advanced decay, melanin accumulates in large quantities. Furthermore, if microorganisms like Aspergillus niger, which produce black pigment, are present, the color becomes intense and nearly opaque. Under a microscope, these areas appear as black blobs that absorb all light. This is the final stage of cell damage. Part 10. Yellow pales to pale white. Notice around the brown area, the yellow color is no longer bright, but rather pale white. Why is it fading? That's because the carotenoids are also starting to degrade. The enzyme lipoxygenase and free radicals produced during oxidative stress damage the yellow pigment. Closing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See you in the next video.